Hello and welcome back to another episode of Holistic Happiness Club. And today's topic is how to say goodbye to things that hold sentimental values to us. Let me tell you how did I pick this topic. Actually, I was looking at my old t-shirt and it has its own age, so it was worn out and it was time to say goodbye to that t-shirt. And that t-shirt holds some sentimental value to me because it was a gift from a very special person. So I was thinking about it that of late in last few years I have found that I can easily, or if not easily then at least not with a very heavy heart, I can say goodbye to things. I don't get too attached to things when it comes to say goodbye to them. I get attached to them. I When I use them, I am attached to those things. I use them with feelings that someone has given this to me or some memory is attached uh, with this particular thing. But when it comes to say goodbye, I can easily, or if not easily again, not with a very heavy heart, I can say goodbye to those things. And I have seen with my friends, with my clients, and with the other people that that people find it very hard to say goodbye to those things. So that has hit me that maybe this can help a lot more people, that if it will reach out to more and more people, then people can find a way to say goodbye to things in a proper way, so that they can feel relief, they can feel that they are not cheated, they are not cheating with those things, right? So this is the topic of today's. But before I begin with the episode, I want to say thank you. Thanks to each one of you who decided to tune into Holistic Happiness Club, and a special thanks to each one of you who decide to tune into Holistic Happiness Club every single week. This is your investment of time and energy into Holistic Happiness Club that keeps me going. That's the fuel, that's the motivation that I'm getting from you, that keeps me going, that asks me to put out more and more content. And that tells me that if people are investing their time, I should produce some kind of content that should give them the maximum return of their investment of time. So, like always, I will again try to give you the maximum return of the time that you are going to invest in Holistic Happiness Club. All right, so without further delay, let's begin with the topic. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, author of the book named Usher, and the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is the place where we talk about happiness, and we understand that happiness is a holistic concept, and that's why it needs to be looked at holistically. So we talk about happiness in a 360-degree manner. We talk about every related thing that is connected to happiness, whether it's success, whether it is personal growth, whether it is health, whether it's relationship, or any other thing that can boost our happiness. More about me and more about Holistic Happiness Club at the end of this episode. But for now, let's tune in and let's dive into the topic of the day. All right, so let's begin with the topic of the day. And the topic of the day is how to say goodbye to things that hold some sentimental value, that hold some meaning, that things, those things are very dear to our heart. So how to say goodbye to those things? Sometime maybe somebody has gifted that item, or maybe some other kind of memory is attached with that item. So how to say goodbye to those things which has our emotions invested in those things? Okay, so that's the topic of the day. So when I was thinking of parting from my t-shirt, I was thinking of the process. What do I do uh, because of which I find it a little easy and to part ways from those things? And then I did a little bit of Google research, and then I put together a process which I think can help you. And it is the mixture of others experience, and it is the mixture of course it has a large part of my own experience as well. So this is a step by step process. I'll take you step by step, that what you need to do on step 1, what you need to do on step 1, step 2. And it's highly flexible, because every person is different, so you can customize this process according to you, whatever suits your mind, whatever suits your thinking, whatever suits your value, that all those things you can do. And whatever does not suit you, you can leave those things. All right, so the step 1 in this whole process is, number 1 thing that you need to do is reflecting upon the importance of that particular item. All right, so recognize the importance. The first part is the recognize the importance. What is that makes this item so special? Because it is not the item that is special in itself, because and there is something else attached to that item that is making it more important. That's why we need to emphasize and we need to recognize the importance of the item, the story which is related with that item, right? We need to recognize that, and we need to acknowledge the emotion. How are we feeling when I'm looking at that item? Does it make me is it making me happy? Is it making me sad? Or is it making me relieved? Or if I will get rid of this item, how will it make me feel? Will it leave a void inside me, or will it make me feel relieved? That is also possible, because a lot of time there are things that are occupying a space in our, not only in our houses but also in our mind. And when we part ways from those things, it is a little hard, but when we do that, we feel relieved. It has happened with me a lot of time, so I can share it with my personal experience. So we need to acknowledge the emotion, that what is the emotion that we are feeling when we are seeing that item, and what is the emotion that we think we will feel when we will part ways from that item. All right, so that is the first step that you need to do in order to say goodbye to that particular item. All right, the next thing is journal about it. So journaling is a very very powerful tool, and if you are on journey of self help or personal growth, journaling, I mean, I cannot emphasize enough on the power that journaling holds, the power of writing. When you write about things, so many things can unravel that you yourself do not know that has existed before you started writing. All right, so what you can write about that particular item, you can write about the story behind that particular item. So maybe you have won this item in a competition, or it was given as a gift, or it is maybe the last item that belongs to someone. So the story behind that, and if it is related to a person, then how that person has made contribution through this item and otherwise in your life. So you can write the whole story down. So what it will do, it will help you release that attachment that you are holding with that particular item. Second thing that you need to write about the emotion. What uh, what you are feeling, what emotion comes to your heart when you are thinking about that item, when you are seeing that, when you are holding it, when you are touching it, when you are seeing, when you are feeling about it, right? So what feeling you are getting, what emotions that you are getting with this item. The third thing that you can write about the value of this item. Now value, when I'm talking about, is not about the price, of course, but what value it holds to you, and what is the effect of that particular item in your life, and what will happen if that particular item is not present in your life, how it will affect you, and how it has been affecting you so far. All those things you can write in a journal. If you are not very fond of writing, but I will suggest that you still do it, because I mean, I cannot explain much about how writing can help and how writing can unravel the layers inside our heart, inside the emotion, how it can dissect, and it can do the postmortem of that particular emotion, and you can unravel things that you did not know that existed, right? So writing is a very very powerful tool. Even if you want to, if you are not a very good writer, maybe you can write less, but I would highly highly suggest that you write about it. All right, so that was step number 2. All right, before I move on and go to step number 3, I have a very special request to all of you. And the request is that if you are listening this podcast, this episode on iTunes or Spotify, the iTunes and Spotify, they provide a feature that you can rate this podcast. So please, please, please rate this podcast 5 star, and so that it can give the message to other people that this podcast provides some valuable content. So that's what my special request to all of you is. And if you are listening this episode on YouTube, please like the video, please share it, please subscribe the channel, and please also press the bell icon so that you can be notified for the upcoming all upcoming content. So I release one episode every week. So that's my commitment to myself, that I will be releasing every one episode every week. So I will always try that to find some valuable content for you every week. And there are so many short content as well, that will help you learn and grow in a short span of time. So it's my special request, if you are listening this on iTunes or Spotify, please rate this. If you are listening it on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. All right, let's move on. And the third step in saying goodbye to that particular item is to hold a farewell ritual. So I have given two three options. You can choose whatever suits your need. All right, so what do I mean by holding a farewell ritual? So it is like when we say goodbye to a colleague in our corporate culture. So we come together, we talk about it, and then we say goodbye. All right. So it's something like that. All right. So simply just discarding that item. Instead of that, what we are trying to do is we are trying to hold a ritual around it, and then we are saying goodbye to that particular item. Okay, so what that ritual can be. So one option is that you can call your friends and loved one. Uh, it does not necessarily has to be a very big gathering. Maybe one person or two-person is also enough if they are the ones that you love and trust them. All right, so you can call them. You can talk about that particular item, how you have got it, and what significance it hold, how it makes you feel, and how it has impacted your life. All right. So that's one way. Another way of holding a farewell ritual is you can spend a night with those thing or things, right? So, or maybe you can combine these two, call your friend and spend a night with that particular item, talking about it, sharing about it, and what you are feeling about it. So that you can do that particular thing you can do. Mean you can combine, you can call your friend, or if you don't want to call your friend, you are a kind of a loner, or you are an introvert, or maybe it's not just feasible that your friend can accompany you physically. If they can accompany you on a virtual mode, like a video call or something, that's also fine. If that's not something that you're comfortable with, that then you can spend your time alone with that item, thinking about it and remembering all those things, going down the memory lane and living those moments again, right? And at the end, make it a little bit of celebration if you want. And whatever your way of celebrating it is, maybe you, if you want to eat some good food, you can eat some good food, or maybe make it a little bit of a celebration the way we do in the corporate culture. All right, so if what it will do, it will uh, give you another memory first of all, and it will give you a satisfaction that you have given a proper farewell to that particular item that it deserves. All right, so the more meaning that it holds to you, more closer it is to your heart, the grander the celebration you can make. All right, so that's the step number 3, that you need to hold a farewell ritual. Step number 4 is decide the goodbye ritual. So there are multiple ways that you can part ways from that particular item. You can donate it, or you can gift it to someone else. You can recycle it if it is recyclable, or you can repurpose it. uh, for example, that t-shirt which I'm talking about, and all other clothes of mine, I usually donate it. Right, and if there is something, that some item which is still relevant, let's say a book or something, uh, I will prefer to gift it, because it has given me the knowledge. Now it is time that someone else get that knowledge from that book. Right, so they decide whatever the item is. It will depend on your psychology, your philosophy, and also on the item. Right, so and also you can repurpose them. So I know my sister-in-law, she weaves together the old saris and she makes beautiful sittings out of it. So like, so if you want, if you can repurpose them, you can, or if you know someone who can repurpose them, then you can contact that person, or you can donate it to that person. So you know that your item or your thing will be in good hand, it will be used again. All right, so decide whatever is suitable for that particular occasion, for that particular item, for your own philosophy. Decide how you want to say goodbye to that particular item. All right, so that was step number 4. Step number 5 is you need to decide the next set of things. I think this is the last thing. Or of course, and there is one bonus thing. If you want to create a digital copy, I mean, you want to take the picture of it along with you, along with friends if you want, and or maybe standalone, just to have a memory that this item, you had this item at one particular time. So you can do that as well. This is a wonderful way to have a memory as well, and empty the physical and the mental space that that item is taking. So making it digital means taking a photograph and keeping it on the cloud, or somewhere that where it can live forever or as long as you want, right? So that's a bonus tip. So next set of things, the fifth step or the last step is create space for new things. Meaning, as the last thing is going, if it is just a physical item, or if it is just a, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that whenever there is one thing in your house, it takes a physical space as well as it takes mental space as well. So when you are parting ways from that item, you need to decide for yourself that what new thing you are going to start. So if you're parting way from a cloth, maybe you can think of that I'm going to buy another pair of clothes if you have already not bought it. All right, and if it is something that has some memory with it, so you can start a ritual around it. So let's say your fitness coach has given something to you, and maybe if you are not working out from for last few months, then, and if it is a time that you need to part way from some item that your fitness coach has given to you in some point in time, then you can start another ritual that tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, that you are going to jog in order to remember that particular person who has given you the gift of fitness, gift of health. So it is just a random example. You can make your own rituals, you can start your own things. Celebrate the change. The next thing is celebrate the change. So the space it has left, or the new thing that you are going to start, celebrate it, because celebration is the way that you say actual goodbyes. I mean, that tells you that the item or the thing or the person, whenever, to whomever you are saying goodbye to, if you are celebrating it, it means that that person or that thing has left a positive impact on you. And we all want things and people and events and memories that has some positive impact on us. So this is what we need to do, that celebrate that change, celebrate the newness, celebrate the thing that you are going to start now, or celebrate the space that it has created for new things that can be accommodated now. So celebrate that. And the last thing, but not the least of course, is practice mindfulness. What it will do, it will keep you in the present moment. If you are not practicing mindfulness, if you are not mindful, if you are not staying in the present, your mind will keep on wandering it, and chances are it will keep on going to the past. And if it is going to the past all the time, maybe you are going to miss it. So try to be present, try to be in the moment as much as possible, and the way to do it is to practice mindfulness. So this was a 5 step process that you need to do in order to say a proper goodbye to something that holds a sentimental value, or that holds some meaning to you, that is that is close, the item that is close to your heart. So this was based on my personal experience, and on something that I have gathered from internet, which I thought that relate with me, with my philosophy and my experience. All right, so this is something that that was all about today's topic. But before we wrap up today's episode, I have an announcement to make, that Holistic Happiness Club has memberships, and Holistic Happiness Club is free to join. There are many perks of joining Holistic Happiness Club, such as daily valuable content that you are going to get that is not available on social media. This is just one example, and there are many other as well. So I urge and I request to all of you to join Holistic Happiness Club. The link will be given in the description, so you can follow that link and join the Holistic Happiness Club. All right, and there is another announcement that I have written an ebook. The title of the ebook is The Happiness Blueprint: Practical Strategies for Achieving Fulfilled Life. In this pocket size ebook, I have listed down so many actionable strategy and actionable item that you can apply in your life immediately, and feel the change, right? So this is a completely an actionable, the list or the book is full of actionable item, right? Which you can right now apply, and these are very very simple steps. So it's a pocket size book. So I request to all of you to join, because it is going to help you. I'm sure so many people have already downloaded it, and I have got good feedback from that, from those people who has downloaded it, and I'm trying to make it more and more valuable, and those updated version also you will get. All right, so the link to download this ebook will also be given in the description, so please follow that link and download the ebook from that link. All right, also, if you want to connect with me on a one-to-one call, and if you want to discover what is something that is blocking your happiness and blocking your success, and after discussion, we can devise a strategy for you, that strategy will unlock your potential for happiness and success. So if you want to book that one-to-one call with me, that link will also be given in the description. You can follow that link and you can book that one-to-one call with me. All right, and if you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram is the place, because I'm most active on Instagram. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle. You can reach out to me there. And if you want to check out my website, akshaytiwari.in is my website, so you can go there and check all the content that is available on my website. All right, so this was the end of the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. So this is time to say goodbye, and till the time we are seeing each other again, I wish you all the best. Stay well wherever you are. Take care of you, take care of your loved one, take care of the people around you, and always remember, happiness is a lifestyle. Bye bye, god bless you.